305-944-0000 or visit sonrisasclinic.com.
If you lack confidence and boldness to go out and conquer the world, here's a valuable resource. In my book, Your Signature Style, Unlocking the Confidence, Style, and Influence of the Savvy CEO, I'll take you through a process where you can release your fears and embrace your femininity as a powerful tool to unleash your audacious confidence. This is where it all began for me, and I want to share it with you. Get your copy today at acradio.live. Bring out your beauty and confidence from the inside out. Visit acradio.live.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Hi, I'm Alicia Curry, and I'm here to influence, educate, inspire, and entertain you with audacious confidence. Audacious confidence is the unshakable belief in yourself that's so bold and so daring that you live your life without limits or restrictions. So join me on my show, Unleash Your Audacious Confidence, so we can discover the unknown you. Call in to join the conversation at 888-565-1470. Let's get started. Hey, it's Monday. Welcome, everybody. It is, oh my gosh, December 11th. December already, we have 2 weeks till Christmas. Happy Christmas, everybody. Happy Hanukkah coming up soon. And I just wanted to say, last week I mentioned that I had an event on Tuesday. So thank you all for coming out to the event, LinkedIn Guerrilla Marketing Makeover with Wendy Stevens. It was an awesome event. Some of you did not get a chance to make it. So I want to extend an invitation to you. If you still want to go to that website and register, we're going to do a webinar this week. And deliver all the content to you. You know what I'm doing. I'm here on Facebook just inviting people to join us. So thank you for those listening on radio on 95.3 FM and 1470 AM. Thank you for joining us on Periscope, all of you out there on Periscope. And thank you for all of you who are joining us on YouTube on AMP2 TV. So on with the show. I have an amazing guest with me today, and she was actually on a show earlier today with Norma G, Community Connections with Norma G. Yes, I have Mary Ellen Brinker from the Brinker Initiative, who is joining me here in studio. And I'm going to read just a little tidbit of her bio, but I want to get straight to her because we have some really juicy things happening and going on that I don't want you to miss. So Mary Ellen Brinker graduated from the University of Wisconsin with a Bachelor's of Science degree. And then she went into pharmaceuticals. She went into the pharmaceutical industry. And the Brinker Initiative is a scholarship program for STEM, because that was the industry that you were in, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, which is what STEM stands for. And so I wanted you to share how the foundation started.
Okay, the foundation we started, Alicia, back in 2015. My husband passed in 2013.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Thank you. And what I was trying to accomplish was finding a way to take the monies that we have in our trust to give for scholarships for some type of education.
Right.
My husband was an electrical engineer, received his degree from the University of Illinois, and I myself was in STEM, in the science part of it.
Right.
So I figured if anyone is going to decide where this money is going to be distributed, it's going to be through me.
Yes.
Okay?
Absolutely. You take control.
You take control. You got it. The other thing is I selected the Hispanic students simply because they are the youngest and fastest growing demographic in our country today.
Wow.
And they will soon be the majority. And this is extremely important. I believe in Chicago, the public schools, they are already the majority.
Wow.
Yeah, so, I mean, that is one of the reasons I picked the Hispanics. And, of course, STEM, not just because of our backgrounds, but because this will give the students that select STEM as a degree a long-term career.
Right.
They don't need a job. They need a career.
Right.
And the other thing is, what we want to do is we want to explain to these students what is important is you take what you love and you find it in STEM.
Yeah. Oh, wow. That is incredible because, this show, as everybody knows, is all about building confidence. And there was a time in history when women weren't considered for these types of jobs.
Well, even today,
It's
women
still-
stay and they shy away from engineering, which they should not be doing.
Right. Because we do have the critical thinking, those critical skills, analytical skills that are necessary for this type of career. And so it is a confidence builder when you get
Definitely.
involved in science, technology, mathematics, engineering, those types of that lane of education. It can really boost a woman's confidence.
Well, I think we discussed earlier before the program the different stages people go through and how they develop their confidence. When women are young girls, they get their confidence from the makeup they wear, from the clothes they wear, and how they present themselves. The boys are the same way. But as they grow and mature, then they become confident in their education.
In their knowledge base.
Their knowledge and how they're able to take what they have learned as a degree in STEM, and they're confident when they go in for an interview, nothing is going to stop them.
Right, the application.
And a young man, if he has a career in STEM, he feels confident when he goes on a dating situation because he knows that that woman will look at him and say, this young man has a career.
Right.
He will support me.
And he is seen as someone intelligent, someone in a field that's growing and developing, and the same thing for women.
Yes.
So you have an event coming up next
This coming
Saturday. Yeah.
December 16th at Cooper City High in Cooper City. And it's called Hispanic STEM Empowerment Day.
Wow.
Empowering them with confidence, too.
Yes. To learn more about what the fields that are available for them, as well as the Brinker Initiative, how they can be involved, how they can get. I have a comment on Facebook. Hi, Carliana. Carliana says, thank you for helping the Hispanic community. Our population is definitely growing. Our kids are the future, and that's an amazing opportunity that you're providing, and it's absolutely appreciated.
Thank you.
Carliana
Thank
is
you.
in Jacksonville, Florida. So that brings up a good point. Are the grants and the scholarships that you provide through the Brinker Education Initiative only for South Floridians?
Well, let me put it this way, Alicia. I'm one person. I may be tall, but my legs don't cover much more territory than the 3 counties in South Florida.
Just a question.
It's a good one. And as soon as I get more funding in, hopefully I'll be able to expand.
Right.
But
So right now
it's
Dade,
South Florida. Miami-Dade,
Broward, and
Palm Beach. Yes.
Thank you. I only ask because Carliana is in Jacksonville, and so
I wish I
just
could
wanna
be up
make
there,
sure-
and Orlando, and
all over South Florida. But the money has to come in for something like that to happen. So if you support this initiative in this Hispanic community and in any other community, we're all a global community, and we need to help one another, because together, when we move forward, when we bring one up, we also elevate ourselves too.
Of course.
So it's an opportunity for every one of us, no matter what race, creed, nationality, to give a helping hand and see.
But
see
what I would
everyone
like
else
to
succeed.
clarify here, I do give the scholarships to the Hispanic students who excel in STEM. However, all of our empowerment days, we call them Hispanic Empowerment Days, but they're open to all students.
Because there's learning that's happening.
They all need to learn. The interesting thing is the Broward School Board is partnering with us for the STEM Empowerment Day.
Good.
And we are putting it together. They're giving us the school, and they're providing the students to make sure it's broadcast to all the schools in Broward.
Nice.
So we start with the program. We have a speaker, and the young speaker that we have for this program is Shania Na Duran. And she is a young woman. She's a junior at Florida Atlantic University. And she's studying electrical engineering.
Right.
That is a very tough engineering course. And she's a VP of SHEP, which is the Society for Hispanic Engineering Professionals. And she is the VP of SHEP in the Florida Atlantic University chapter.
Okay, great.
The kids can relate to her.
Absolutely.
They have confidence in her speaking to them.
Because they're at they're one step
level.
above of, she's one step above where they are right now, so they can look up to her as a role model, as someone who is achieving what they want to achieve. And so on Saturday, you can come out, no matter who you are, come out, get the information, find out more about STEM, find out if this is an option for you in your career choice, in your career path, because it's open to anyone to learn.
It's open to everyone. And what we really stress too, Alicia, and I think this is important for your listeners, we want the students to know that they do not necessarily need a 4-year degree to get a great career in STEM.
They
can have a technical degree, they can have a 2-year degree, or they can go on even for we even have a coding academy that's going to be there. So
wow,
this is
so
great.
Coding is big as well right now.
Huge.
It's huge right now. So
and this is a 20-week boot camp. They call them boot camps. They kind of stress coding in a very short time. But there's all kinds of opportunities. So we have the schools, including FAU, Florida Atlantic University, the Broward School System, the Broward Technical Schools. We have the Coding Academy. We have FIU. We have the marine industries. I'm just talking about the schools, but if you look at the companies, waste management, the students have no idea that they're technical jobs, engineering jobs at waste management.
Right.
We have the largest marine industry here in Florida, and they're going to be represented. What opportunities are there for them? It's amazing.
Because, you don't know what you don't know. You don't know what opportunities, like you said, are available in things that you don't even think about that STEM can provide for you. And it's like you said, a lifelong career. So I think it's time for a quick break. We're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to come back and talk a little bit more about the event happening on Saturday, because this is very interesting.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Mary Ellen Brinker, founder of the Brinker Education Initiative. We provide Hispanic students in South Florida who excel in STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math, financial support to achieve their educational goals. They are the youngest and fastest growing demographic in public schools, and 18 out of the 25 top best jobs in America are STEM-based. Give the gift of a college education at brinkereducationinitiative.org or contact us at 773-717-6828. That's 773-717-6828. When they succeed, we succeed. Our nation succeeds.
Are you looking to simplify, focus, and live a healthier, balanced lifestyle? Hi, I'm Jane Robinson, certified health coach and founder of Jane Robinson Creative Living Solutions. I can help you create a personalized, holistic plan through natural living, creative space solutions, and through a system of Nourish and Glow essential oils. I can guide and inspire you to create an authentic life full of vitality and joy. Contact me, Jane Robinson, Creative Living Solutions, at 561-305-2317. That's 561-305-2317, or visit me at janelrobinson.com.
Multiple horrifying childhood dental experiences has inspired Dr. Vivian Weich, CEO of Sonrisas Dental Clinic, to become one of the most compassionate dentists in South Florida. So if you're anxious or fearful about going to the dentist, Dr. Weich is the dentist for you. With the latest in technology, Sonrisas specializes in dental, cosmetic, and orthodontic services, including Invisalign, teeth whitening, crowns, veneers, implants, root canals, cleanings, dentures, and fast braces. Call 305-944-0000 or visit sonrisasclinic.com.
Anxious about going under the knife? Do the words invasive surgery make you queasy to think about? After years of being mistaken for someone in her 20s, Alicia Curry, a mom of 3 in her late 40s, finally got tired of hearing, "You should write a book about why you look so young." So that's exactly what she did.
In her book, Age Younger, 21 Tips to Make Your 40s Look Like Your 20s, she outlines 21 of her top tips for looking and feeling decades younger. These tips can easily be implemented into your own lifestyle so you too can make your 40s look like your 20s. Go to acradio.live to order your copy today. You're listening to Unleash Your Audacious Confidence with Alicia Khoury. Now, let's get back to the show.
Sitting in front of you.
Hey, we're back. We're just talking about my book sitting here in front of me here, Age Younger, and there we go. Your Signature Style, and also the West Point Leadership Academy. These books are available on Amazon. On Amazon. I have Facebook on the brain because I was Facebooking. Yikes. So I have Mary Ellen Brinker with me in studio here today, and we are talking about the Brinker Education Initiative, which is her foundation that provides scholarships for Hispanic students in STEM, that excel in STEM. And there's an event coming up, the Empowerment event at Cooper City this Saturday at 8 o'clock or 8:30.
It starts at 8:30 and runs to 12:30.
Cooper City High School, 8:30 to 12:30. And we were just talking about it. And we also want to stress that we want the parents to come out with their students. Not just the students come, don't just drop your kids off and leave. We want the parents involved. Why do you believe it's important for the parents to be involved?
Well, we have found, working with the students that are pursuing these careers, the biggest one of the biggest problems they have is the immigrant parent. Not through any fault of their own, but oftentimes they do not understand our education system. Mm-hmm. They don't know what STEM is, mm-hmm. and they don't realize how important it is for their sons and daughters to be educated in STEM. Mm-hmm. And we stress to them that they cannot simply say to their sons and daughters, follow your dreams. They must cultivate specific, realistic dreams for them. They're not all going to be baseball players or soccer players. They're not going to be football players, all of them, mm-hmm. or rock stars. Maybe one or two will.
Right.
But, let's give them realistic dreams to follow.
Well, the thing is, it's not even a realistic dream. It is a possible dream.
Yes.
It is a dream that they can create for themselves that can get them the career that they want
yeah.
and give them fulfillment and enjoyment in that career. So it's something that they can work towards achieving because there's no ceiling. It's not like they only pick, in the NFL, they're only going to pick so many players.
Yeah.
And in baseball, they're only going to pick, there is a limit to how many people they can actually have on a roster.
Yeah.
But in a career in STEM, there is no limit. As long as you do the work and you excel in what it is and you're excited about it.
And once they get a career in STEM, they can afford those tickets to the NFL.
To go see, exactly. Yeah. They can afford the tickets to the Dolphins game tonight. It's the Miami Dolphins versus the New England Patriots. I'm not looking forward to the traffic headed back home because I live close to the stadium and I don't even want to know what's going on down there. So the next thing I wanted to ask is, this is a passion project for you.
Yes.
And I heard earlier on the show with Norma, you were talking about, you wanting to use you came out of retirement and you want, I was like, oh yeah. And you wanted to be productive.
I really do this?
Yeah. And you wanted to impact, you wanted to leave a legacy and leave an impact.
Yes.
And so, what do you believe you need to accomplish this? Because, again, you're a phenomenally confident woman, and you've jumped into this outside of your field.
Yes.
And it took some guts to jump in. Your husband passed, and to do this. And so what can we do now to help you achieve more of your goals?
Well, it's really important that the listeners today look at this foundation. We are a grassroots foundation, mm-hmm. and this is our third year. We've done extremely well. We are going to be around for a long time. And we're getting at the end of the year, and everyone is looking for some tax write-offs, deductions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We are a 501c3, which is very important. Mm-hmm. by donating, you will help us give more students more scholarships, which will mean the Hispanic community will be that much stronger. They will be that much more confident in what they can achieve, and it will help us move forward. Now, what I'm going to do to achieve some of these things to have a lasting legacy is when I give scholarships out, unlike the majority of foundations that do this, I follow my students through their entire education. They don't get one scholarship from us. They get a scholarship every year that they're attending school.
Wow. I was going to ask that. That's
important.
amazing. That's amazing.
We had our first luncheon. We had 6 scholarship recipients in 2016 and 7 of them in 2017. We had our first luncheon. We brought all 13 of them together. So the 2016 scholarship recipients now become mentors to those that are entering college.
Right.
They tell them the pitfalls, what to look for, what to register for, when to register, and if they have any problems, call me and I will give them some help. That's what they're telling them.
Nice.
Now, when these students graduate, we want them to be our alumni, to carry on the Brinker Education Initiative. So anyone can donate at 2 places, either the brinkereducationinitiative.org. We have a PayPal donating site there, or they can go to the GoFundMe site where we have 2 incredible Hispanic students that have put together a wonderful video, and that's under the Brinker Education Initiative.
Great. So the Brinker Education Initiative on GoFundMe, or go to the Facebook page.
No,
not the Facebook page. Sorry, the website.
The website,
which is brinkereducationinitiative.org. It's
a little bit of a tongue twister, but once you get used to it, it's pretty.
It rolls off the tongue.
It'll roll right off.
And you can also go to my website, acradio.live, and scroll into today's guest, and the link will also be there to the website that you can just click on, and you can donate and help this worthy cause. So we talked a little bit about the scholarship recipients, and what have you seen as any kind of change in their confidence? Have you seen them grow in confidence as they progress through the last 2 years?
Well, this is very interesting because the 2016 recipients, I keep in touch with my students. I hope I can continue to do that when I have 1,000 of them out there. But what I have found is that they contact me, and this one young man said, you know, Ms. Brinker, when I was in high school, I hated math. And he said, you know, I'm in college now, and it's one of my favorite subjects.
Wow.
That's confidence.
Yeah.
This other young man works at a very popular store. I don't think I should name it. But he is the top salesman there. And he won Salesman of the Year.
Wow.
And he is taking himself and his family on a trip.
Nice.
Paid for by this company. I'd say that's confidence.
Yeah, that is amazing.
Look what he can do with that when he completes his career.
There is research on people who are in science and technology and math, and there is a correlation to confidence.
Yes.
When you're able to accomplish those things, because they're not easy subjects to go through.
No.
They are pretty technical, and you need a lot of critical thinking, and so when you can accomplish that. I had a guest a few weeks ago that talked about leadership and confidence, and he was saying, you know, competence brings confidence. And when you know that you're competent and you know that you can do this and you can look at something and you can solve equations and you can solve problems, that does build so much confidence in life, because you need those critical thinking skills in life to solve problems.
And you'll find that a lot of the degrees in STEM require teamwork. So if you look at, let's say robotics, for example, many people think when they go into a hospital for a hip replacement, that doctor created that robot. The doctor never created that robot. It was mechanical engineers, electrical engineers, and computer engineers that are able to put this together.
Right.
And when that robot breaks down, the doctor calls the technicians
to come in.
and they have to come and work on that robot. They are the ones that train these doctors and these physicians how to work that robot. And you know, the physicians or the surgeons that are most competent with those robots are the ones that are good game players.
Yeah,
Who would have thought?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I tell my son that too.
Yeah.
And my husband is actually in the medical devices field. He's a medical research and development for medical devices. He's an engineer.
Terrific.
So I understand that how, because he works on all those little devices and
Sure.
creating them. So I just wanted to, as we wrap up, don't forget this Saturday, 8:30 a.m. at the Cooper City High School in Cooper City until 12:30. Come out, get this information. I want to thank Mary Ellen for joining me. She'll be back next month.
Yes.
And we'll tell you all about the event. I'm going to be there as well. I'm going to make my appearance and take a look around with my kids. And I also want to thank Jane Robinson and Dr. Sonrisas and the Brinca Education Initiative for sponsoring this show this month. And do I have a couple more minutes? Anything you want to close? I have one more minute.
I just want to say it was our pleasure to be here and help sponsor your program.
Thank
you so much, Alicia.
Thank you all so much. Y'all have a wonderful week. Stay warm, stay safe, and I will see you next time. Mwah, 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 mwah. Bye.
And Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah.
A wise friend always says to me, we have a finite number of minutes to spend. And just like you can only spend $1 once, you can only spend 1 minute once. It's your choice. So I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for choosing to spend some of your minutes with me on my show. I wish you love, health, and happiness to live your life with audacious confidence. I love you, and we'll see you next time.
The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its hosts, guests, and callers, and